Verona as Verona takes on Sun Prairie East, our first game of the year. Glad you're with us here on the live stream on our Battle Line Films YouTube channel. First of a lot of great content coming your way. And you start out with a pretty good matchup here, about 5 minutes away from kickoff with Sun Prairie East and Verona. The Wildcats coming off a conference championship a season ago in the Big 8 Conference. Verona was the number 1 seed in their playoff Division 1 bracket last year before falling to powerhouse Heartland Arrowhead, thinnest of margins, 22-21. Sun Prairie East, after splitting into 2 high schools a couple of years ago, Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West, in Division 2 last year, also made the postseason. They were a 2 seed before falling to West De Pere in Level 2 of the Division 2 playoffs. Interesting wrinkle, though. They are back to Division 1, so this very well could be a playoff preview for 2 teams that have very high expectations going into the season. Crowd still filling in here. It's an absolutely perfect night for football. Just a little bit of a breeze, temperature in the low 70s, sun still up, and excited to get this Week 1 high school football season underway. Now, Verona out of the Big 8 Conference, and Sun Prairie part of the Badger Conference. So that's the conference breakdown for these 2 clubs, as I think we see the visitors about to take the field here. Sun Prairie East. Nice to see that Sun Prairie got to keep the original logo for the East High School, as Sun Prairie West, the other new school, are the Wolves. Here comes Sun Prairie East, the Cardinals. One of the real stewards of the game here. The head coach, Brian Kaminsky, been on the sideline for many years for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals as he leads his team out onto the field. Brady Kaufman, Brady Stelzer, Hudson Turek, Edward Wickets, and Van Vogler, the captains for Sun Prairie. And as we'll talk about in the game tonight, a couple of those guys chasing some historical numbers this year for the Cardinals. And now the pyro going off, as it looks like we're about to see the home team. The defending conference champion Verona Wildcats, this new, beautiful stadium built a couple years ago. One of the great settings here in South Central Wisconsin. This stadium is incredible. And here come the Wildcats of Verona. Black jerseys, black pants, the orange numbers, and the Wildcats running out here in front of their home crowd for what should be a very good. We got local radio here, local TV. We got, of course, the great Battle Line Films on the live stream. This is certainly the place to be here in Dane County for a football game. The opening night of the 2025-26 season. I think both these teams feel like they could make a run to Camp Randall that second week in November. But before we get to that, we got to start the season off, and here we go. It's youth night here. Look at all you see, all the youth football players for Verona lining the field. Cool sight there, hundreds of them. It's just Verona program's really been on a run here the last decade or so, and has really been the top of the Big 8 Conference here for about the last 3 or 4 years. Looks like we have the colors being presented. And the national anthem here, as we are just moments away from kickoff in Verona.
Please allow the student athletes to compete, the coaches to coach, and the officials to officiate. Do your part to make participants and officials. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating or taunting action will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the competition site. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the 2025 season opener and non-conference matchup between the Sun Prairie East Cardinals and your Verona Wildcats. At this time, we would ask those who can, please stand and remove your hats. Presenting our nation's flag, please welcome Verona's American Legion, Post 385. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to place your hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Video. This is talk. Let me see. Oh, Roz is getting himself situated here. What are we doing? What are we doing first, Alex? What are we doing? Pick up your seat. Let us know it. Wait, this, I hope his language gets his flowers. Oh, my Lord. If I'm bad, I would let it loose from the get-go. Oh, this is cool.
High school football on Battle Line Films, presented by the Draft House Bar and Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serving up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events, and we thank Draft House and all the great sponsors of high school football here on Battle Line Films as we get underway. Verona set to kick the ball away. The Cardinals of Sun Prairie East set to receive in the visiting whites. It's been a long wait, but football is finally back, folks. It's a beautiful sight. Evan Bartell, the junior, tees it up. Swing of the leg, and the season is underway. Fielded at his own 5-yard line. That is Kaufman. And past the 20, he's bottled up around the 23-yard line, and that is where this Sun Prairie offense will go to work. And you saw Brady Kaufman on the kick return. 4th-ranked running back in the state right now, according to the prep rankings. Also chasing history. 615 yards to become the all-time leading rusher for Sun Prairie East. And he lines up in the backfield. They'll run out of the shotgun, and coming out to throw on first down. He's in some trouble. Finds a man out in the flat. That's Kaufman. Kaufman trying to get some room up across the 30 and now rolling into the secondary. That's going to be a first down, a gain of 13 yards on a nice dump-off pass by Braylon Peterson, the junior quarterback, to the All-State rusher Kaufman. Made something out of nothing, and it's a first down for Sun Prairie. All the way up at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 14. And the quarterback, 5'11", Braylon Peterson. He's a junior, showed good poise there. And when you have a weapon like Kaufman in the backfield, good security blanket. We're going to have a timeout here taken. That's early in the season. Got to get that timing. Not sure what sideline called the timeout. Guessing Sun Prairie as they went off the field first. So it is a 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 36-yard line. Opening possession here in Verona. Crowd still filling in here in this great stadium here. Brand new high school. Beautiful field house here. We've covered many events. They had a big sectional qualifier for wrestling here last year. I believe they had basketball as well we were here for. So Verona doing good things with the athletic facilities here. All right, after the timeout, 1st and 10. Sun Prairie East from its own 36-yard line. Peterson again operates out of the gun. Kaufman flanks him to his left. And now it's a give to Kaufman straight ahead. Not much there. Nice wrap-up tackle. Bowden Brotzman, the captain, brings down Kaufman after a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9. Brotzman's a good-looking player. 6'3", 240 for the linebacker, and he brought down the running back for a minimal gain. 2nd and 9. Opening minute of this opening drive. Swing pass out of the backfield, a little rich for Kaufman. Just needed to put a little more loft on that football as it sails, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 here for Sun Prairie East from their own 37. Was a forward pass, so it's not a fumble. It's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. See the H-back there kind of flanking the quarterback to his left, running back to the right. And we're going to have movement, I think, up front. I think someone on the left side flinched, and that's going to cost Sun Prairie 5. It'll back them up to a 3rd and 14. Back to the 32. So after the first play of the game, went for 14 and a first down. Sun Prairie struggling to move the ball forward. They've got a 3rd and long coming up here. 3rd and 14 from the 32-yard line. Peterson rolling to his right. Looking to air it out. Floats it down. He's got a man, and it's caught! What a completion and a first down. Van Vogler, the captain, the all-conference returning wide receiver. A big-time completion on 3rd and long, and Sun Prairie is in business. 3rd and 14. That's a 38-yard completion all the way down to the Verona 31. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Now this young quarterback coming out, making a couple of big throws, and now he's taking on a design keeper. He's close to a first down before helicoptered down right at the sticks. Impressive opening drive here for Sun Prairie East. And Vogler just got behind there was double covered there. Verona showing the respect, knowing that that's an all-conference receiver, and he just got behind the defense. Perfect throw from the quarterback, and it's now second and short. They'll swing it out on 2nd and 1 on the bubble screen. Breaks a couple of tackles before being roped down at the 11-yard line. That's Jacoby Moore, the senior. Nice gain on the bubble screen. Just outside a 1st and goal situation. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to mark him at the 13-yard line. Sun Prairie, this drive started on its own 22-yard line. Cardinals are marching down the field. Now a 1st and 10 at the 13. Again, it's Kaufman to the right of the quarterback. I think Sun Prairie's coming out, throwing some offense with the pass, and this time, Verona's having nothing of it. Big number 9, Bryce Langolis, the 6'2" D-line senior, brings down the quarterback for a loss of 12, all the way back at the 24-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 22 now for Sun Prairie. First down is the 4-yard line, so this is a full 21 yards. That was an 11-yard loss on the sack. 2nd and 21, ball just outside the 24-yard line. Peterson out of the gun, swings it off to the left side, trying to weave through traffic there. There's Bowden Brotzman. Gets some of the sack back, but it's still going to be 3rd and about 14 or 15 here. Ball just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Mark to gain is the 4. So you're looking at a 3rd and 15. Sun Prairie has converted a 3rd and 14 already on this drive. Do they have some more here? Sun Prairie does have a pretty talented returning kicker. Right now would be about a 36-yard field goal, but they will pass on 3rd and 14. Looking in the end zone, he's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Sun Prairie. Braden Johnson on a dime from Peterson, the quarterback. Very impressive on this opening drive. My goodness, 82 yards. And the Cardinals strike first here. 8:35 to go in this opening quarter. Boy, a 3rd and 14 and a 3rd and 15 converted on this opening drive. And now Brady Mellum, the senior, it's a good one. One of the better kickers in the conference a year ago to make this a 7-0 lead. Low liner, but it's good. Capping off a 82-yard drive. A little bit of everything. Nice swing pass to start, the big bomb, and then just a surgical strike on the slant pattern for the touchdown, and the Cardinals are on the board first. High school football on Battle Line Films is brought to you by Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona. And Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see our weekly specials on our website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller & Sons provides for the community. And we thank Miller & Sons, one of our great sponsors here, able to bring you high school football to start this season in a very entertaining matchup and a great start for the visitors. Sun Prairie with an early statement. Let's see if the home team has an answer. 82-yard drive capped off with a 19-yard touchdown pass. And I tell you what, Braylon Peterson looked very calm, cool, and collected, the junior quarterback, on that opening drive. Just one incompletion. Brady Mellon just converted the extra point. Marches it off. Split return men back for the Wildcats, standing on their own 5-yard line. That touchdown drive took 3.5 minutes, by the way, for the Cardinals. One hopper goes through the Verona player's hands, but he will wisely take that into the end zone, and it will be a touchback, and we'll get our first look at the Wildcat offense. Champions of the Big 8 Conference, #1 seed in their Division I pod last year, fell in the second round of the playoffs to Heartland Arrowhead, and now marching out of the field for the first time this season, the Verona offense.
Pro.
Empty backfield for the Wildcats to start us out. Nope, they're going to go right under center now. There we go. They're going to send the man in motion. Deep tailback. Running back burst up the middle for a gain of about 4. That was Kaysen Jenin. Kaysen's a junior, returning letter winner for the Wildcats. The quarterback, Emmett Vukabrat, a junior, first-year starter, was a letter winner a season ago, now gets the start. That was officially a gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats at the 22-yard line. Working the pistol this time with the running back deep. Now coming back, first throw of the season, it's caught. Short gain, but complete to the wide receiver, Jackson Connor. He's a nice target at 6'4", but a nice tackle there by a couple of Cardinal defenders. Minimal gain, just a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 here for Verona on its first offensive possession. Vukabrat steps to the line.
Right, Louis.
Sends a man in motion. Tailback flanks him to his right. Verona trying to avoid a 3 and out, and they will do that. Pass is caught. The wide receiver slipped. I think it threw off the defender, but he re-established his footing, and that's a big gain. Nice back shoulder fade throw there. Catch made by Dion Knutson. And a nice job of regaining his balance. Like I said, I think that was a tough break for the defender. I think when Knutson kind of lost his footing, the defender backed off, but he reestablished, makes a nice gain all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 and a first down for Verona. 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Split backs behind center. Oh, that's knocked right at the point of the handoff. Boy, the defender was in the backfield before the handoff was even exchanged. Connor Henson, the big body, 6'4", 230, there to disrupt it. And Verona fortunate just to get the ball back. It's going to be a big loss of 7 yards. Boy, he was in the backfield before the handoff was even exchanged between the quarterback and running back. As it stands, it's a loss of 7, 2nd and 17 back at the 38. Passing the midway point of this opening quarter, Sun Prairie East striking first on their opening drive at a 7-0 lead. Operating out of the pistol formation now again. 2 for 2 passing is the Verona quarterback. We'll see if he airs it out here on 2nd and long. Yes, he will. He's got a man down the seam. Completes. And a big gain, and the Wildcats are moving into Sun Prairie territory once again. It was Knutson. Dijon Knutson has made 2 big grabs in this opening drive. Verona cooking. That's a gain of 33. Well, these quarterbacks not showing any early season rust. Impressive. And I think Verona's now calling its first time out. Now they're just going to substitute. A young man just ran about 100 yards in the last two plays. A couple of big catches by Knutson, and he's winded. But boy, that first one, and then that was just a dime right on that slant down the middle there. It's a go route, and he got it. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Clock continues to run. It was not a timeout. It was just a substitution.
Braves right there went inside instead of continuing to rush outside.
Verona doing their damage through the air. Just one run on this drive. First and 10 at the 31. Once again out of the pistol formation. And now a run play. And not much doing, maybe a yard or two. Kason Jenin, the junior running back, his second carry of the game, will give him 1, 2nd and 9. Ball at the 30, under 5 to play in this first quarter. Both teams converting on 3rd and long on this opening drive through the air. Good start to this one. Let's see if Verona can match Sun Prairie. They're staring at a 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line.
They're staying with Roy Louie the whole time here. So Roy Louie.
Buchabrock to pass. He's got a man in the flat. Complete. Out of bounds. Is it enough for a first down? It's going to be close. Jackson Connor, the captain, the senior. A couple of good-looking big receivers this Verona team has, and I believe, well, that's right at it. Nope, they're going to say he's just short, so it's 3rd and about a yard. Figure this is two-down territory for Verona for sure here. With a long 3rd and 1 here. Back to the pistol formation. Verona still trying to get something going with the run game. They're doing all their damage through the air in this opening drive. Looks like Buchabrock changing the play at the line. And there's a positive gain, and that's going to be a gain of 3 and a first down. Jenin, his longest carry of the drive, and it's good for a fresh set of downs. Running behind big number 77, Ethan McIntosh, the junior. 6'7" for the big guy. Son of Badger Athletic Director Chris McIntosh, and he's a good-looking left tackle, just like Dad was. Swinging it out on the bubble screen, trying to get something going. Not much there. Nice tackle. Braden Johnson, the junior cornerback for Sun Prairie. That's just mono coverage, and he did a nice job. No gain, 2nd and 10, back at the 20. Knutson, if you're scoring at home, did get the catch. Not a gain, but he's been very active in this Verona passing game on this opening drive. 2nd and 10 at the 20, just on the red zone doorstep. Again out of the pistol. They'll send his fullback in motion. Now squaring up to the right of the quarterback. Buchabrock back to drop, or back to throw. And did he hang on to it? Wow, they're going to say it's a catch. Whoa. That was some athleticism there. Ben Erdman, have a night. Drags the toes and falls in bounds. Wow, first down and goal for Verona. A gain of 13 and a first down. And this aerial assault by the Wildcats continuing here on their opening drive. First and goal will give him the 8. 2 minutes and counting in this opening quarter. Can Verona get the tying score here in a back and forth affair between two of the better teams in our area? And we're going to get a flag. False start. Got a little jumpy there. I think someone on the left side got moving early. And that'll back them up, make it 1st and goal from the 13. Glad you're with us here on our maiden voyage on Battle Line Films. Spread the link. Tell your friends. Football. Full slate of games this season here in South Central Wisconsin. Can't wait to be a part of it every Friday night, and we're glad we're here to kick it off on a Thursday. Clock had stopped, by the way, as he went out of bounds on that completion. So if you're wondering why there's not a lot of urgency, because the clock did stop. All right, after the penalty, pretty much draw straight up the middle, gets 3 of it back. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 10. That was Jenin again. He's getting a busy workload on this opening drive. The junior running back for Verona. Now he's going to come out in what you figure is a passing situation here on 3rd and goal from the 10. Again, Verona's got 6'4", 6'2", 6'4" on the wide receivers tight end. This is one where you think this close. Jump ball maybe, you put something up and see if one of those big guys can go get it. Pistol, 2 wide receivers split. Double tight end set.
Get to him.
Trying to go for the fade in the back of the end zone. Great defense. Oh, baby. Van Vogler showing some all-conference chops there. The captain knocks it away, and let's see what Verona decides to do here. It'd be a 30 or 27-yard field goal. But, oh, excuse me, 3rd down after the penalty, right? So they get another crack at it here, 3rd and goal from the 10. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. You say, look, let's maybe get half of it here. Give yourself a manageable 4th and goal. That was great coverage by Vogler. Pass was on the money. He just climbed the ladder and knocked it away. All right, 3rd and goal from the 10. Vukabrat now operating out of the gun. Has time. Now pressure rolling to his right. He's got a lane. He's going to try and go and take it himself. Still on his feet. Finally wrestled down hard at the 6-yard line. Ball came out, but he was already down. That was Manny Abreu with a healthy connection there. And now it is 4th and goal. So, well, the flag came down late. Yeah, I think if you're some Prairie, yeah, you'd rather have the yards because the down's going to be 4th and 5. 4th and goal at the 5. They're going to go for it. You take the penalty, it moves it all the way back to the 20, and it's 3rd and goal. So that's a pretty easy choice if you're Coach Kaminsky. So a couple costly holding penalties. Once Verona's gotten inside the red zone, all things were humming along nicely, and 2 costly holding penalties now have put them back just at the door of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
What's your coverage going to be on this here?
1 minute to go in this first period. Sun Prairie went 82 yards on its first possession. Verona looking to go 82 yards on its first possession. We're going to need to pick up 20 yards here in the next 2 downs. Little screen pass there to Jenin. And he weaves through traffic. 1 man to beat, finally brought down inside the 5, all the way down to the 2. It's a gain of 18, and it will be 4th and goal from the 2 for the Wildcats. And now they will certainly keep the offense on the field. Now you bring the heat, Sun Prairie did, and that's the risk you run if you can get the pass off. On those little screen passes, they're going to have some room in the secondary. He did, and a nice pickup by Jenin, 18 yards on the screenplay, and giving Verona a shot here at 4th and goal at the 2. I don't think we're going to get a playoff here. This is probably in the quarter, and we'll take the long 98-yard walk to the other side of the field. Pretty good first quarter here in Verona. The visitors of Sun Prairie East leading 7-0, but Verona on the doorstep, 4th and goal from the 2 coming up.
Attention fans, especially back that far. Of their respective field sides. We ask the parents of young children to continue during the
I agree with you on that.
anyone involved in running or roughhousing will be warned and we ask them to leave.
Yep. At Miller and Sons and Draft House, we still have Cardinal Heating, which I will do whenever you tell me.
It's a long one. Prep football on Battle Line Films brought to you in part by Cardinal Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. It has served our surrounding community for more than 40 years. The staff is only a phone call away from fast and efficient service. Cardinal Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric is dedicated to providing the best plumbing, electrical, and indoor comfort solutions for your family. And we thank Cardinal Heating again as a great sponsor here of high school football, and their Cardinals are facing a 4th and goal stand here. Verona has been chippy on this drive, fighting off a couple of costly penalties, but it comes down to this, 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Jenin just ripped off an 18-yard screen on a 3rd and long after a holding penalty. He lines up deep in the backfield. And it's an inside handoff to the fullback. And the bodies are peeled off. Sun Prairie says no. Of course, Verona says yes. Waiting. I thought he got in. No, he did not. The Cardinals hold. No, they went for the up back, the inside handoff. I like the creativity from Verona. But Sun Prairie and the big hogs up front hold. That ball is, literally halfway. I don't know how that didn't get in. That is a fraction of an inch off the goal line. But the Sun Prairie defense comes up big. Wow, impressive stuff. Now Sun Prairie clearly backed up inside their own 1. Shotgun formation for Peterson, the quarterback. He was impressive on the team's opening drive. What does he have here? Backed up inside his own end zone. They will keep it on the ground and a huge hole. Oh, baby, look out here. Kaufman, the All-State running back. Are you kidding me? 99 yards for a touchdown. Oh, man. Brady Kaufman came in, the 4th rated running back in the state of Wisconsin. He may be number 1 after that. 99 yards. And 1 play later, Sun Prairie East is an extra point away from a 14-0 lead. Wow. We were told good things about Brady. We visited with the coaches earlier this week. They like him. You can see why. He is a special athlete. 99 yards. That is a backbreaker if you're Verona. Oh, within an inch of the goal line, and then 1 play later, boom, Kaufman takes it to the house. Extra point, no doubt about that one, as that was drilled by Brady Mellum. We'll catch our breath here. Let's see if Verona can rally. The Cardinals coming out swinging, 2 first-half touchdowns, and they have a 10-2 touchdown lead.
That'll be a good highlight, Mitchie. Mitch, have you ever seen anything like that in your life?
Good. Mellum ready to kick it away after the incredible 99-yard touchdown run by Kaufman. And now Verona has to come up with an answer. Sun Prairie perfect on 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and not just touchdowns. You're talking 82 yards on the first drive, 99 on that one. Obviously, a one-play drive makes a difference. But, boy, this Sun Prairie offense, impressive to start. All right, here come the Wildcats. They did have a very impressive drive of their own. They went 82 yards, and fortunately they needed 83. Came up just short of the goal line. Turning it over on downs. 1st and 10 at the own 20. Pistol formation for the Wildcats. Had a lot of success passing on that opening possession, did the Wildcats. And they will go to the air on 1st down. And that one's going to be a little too steep. Looking for Jackson Connor, the big 6'4" senior captain. He had a step, but the pass was a little deep. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, it's hard to believe. You think about these teams, all the great years playing in the Big 8, but Sun Prairie, it's in just football. If you watch basketball, if you watch hockey, if you watch wrestling, any of the other sports that the Big 8 plays, Sun Prairie East and Verona still in the same conference. Just football that Sun Prairie moved to the Badger Conference. So we get kind of a real treat here that these coaches would, these are 2 good teams. This is a pretty tough non-conference game to open your season. I give both these schools credit for scheduling tough to start the season. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Vukobrant looked down at the sheet on his wrist, and we're going to get a penalty here. As that was a nice little hitter up the gut. Got about 8 yards, but it's coming back. That was Grady on the little inside handoff. That a play on the goal line I thought was going to work, but the Sun Prairie East defense did a heck of a job there denying him on that inside handoff from the goal line. So unfortunately, Verona backs it up now after the holding penalty. They've had some costly holding penalties in this first half. Hell, they get 1st and 20 all the way back at the 10. Opening 30 seconds of this second quarter on a picture-perfect night in Verona, Wisconsin. Out of the shotgun formation now, Vukobrant. Design quarterback keeper rolling to his right, trying to get to the corner. He cannot. Boy, 80's been everywhere in the first half here for Sun Prairie. Connor Henson, the D lineman, all 6'4", 230 of them, brings down the quarterback after a gain of just 1. Was a design quarterback keeper. Just the defensive end made a play. Showed his athleticism. Chasing down the quarterback. It's going to be 2nd and 19. Nope, I think we're going to get a personal foul here. Late hit, perhaps. There was a dog pile there on the running back, and on the quarterback. Yep, that's 15 yards. Wow. So Verona should be an automatic 1st down, Mr. Dial It Down. No, that's weird. So they keep the 15, but they keep it at 3rd and 4. Personal foul, though, should be a 1st down. We'll fact check that one. As it is right now, it's 3rd and 4 for Verona, so a big break there on the penalty by Sun Prairie. Out of the gun here. Now into a pistol formation. Sun Prairie looks like it's bringing pressure, and they did the job. They caused the linemen to flinch. Looked like they were showing blitz. Not sure if that was just a decoy or they were coming, but Verona bought it. A flinch, and that's going to make it now a 3rd and 10. Boy, back and forth we go. Both teams giving and taking yardage with penalties on this drive. You gotta love this start if you're Sun Prairie. You'd love it even more if you get a 3 and out here after a 99-yard touchdown run. This Verona defense has to be gassed. You put them right back on the field. Sun Prairie, with the way Kaufman's going, is going to be licking their chops on offense. All right, Vukabrat out of the gun on 3rd and long. He's going for it. Incomplete, but flags everywhere. And that's going to be pass interference. He was tackled. Some Prairie player knew it, showed his sportsmanship, patted him on the back. The problem is I was a little behind him. I don't even know if he could have caught that. But 2 defenders kind of collapsing on the wide receiver. I think they're giving Knutson a lot of respect. I mean, Knutson had 4 catches on that opening drive, and you could see why the Sun Prairie defenders were all over him. Just got there a bit early. So Sun Prairie gives Verona. As now they'll take it back to the 20 and mark off the penalty. Should be enough for a first down. It is. 15 yards all the way up to the 36, so it's a 15-yarder on the pass interference. Chains will reset, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. 10:33 to go in this opening half. Oh, and more movement. Don't know that the flag was thrown. The official, I just said it wasn't set. No laundry on the field. Yeah. Yeah, I think a player lost a piece of equipment. I don't think it was a penalty. I think it was a chin strap or mouth guard. Something fell out on one of the big linemen. So, yeah, no penalty, just a reset of the equipment. And it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Well, you get a touchdown here with this drive, Verona. You get a stop. You do get the ball to start the second half, so this is a huge drive for both teams. Flip side, Sun Prairie can really apply pressure if they could get the ball back and another score. So, critical spot in the game right here. Oh, Vukovic just got rocked, but he stays in there and makes a heck of a throw to Jackson Connor all the way down to the 25. Well, that's an all-conference throw. You know you're going to get hit. He steps into the throws, gets drilled anyway, and still completes a big pass. Wow, impressive stuff. .40 yards officially on the completion, and Verona is back in business, 1st and 10 at the Sun Prairie 26-yard line. But both these teams with some big-time plays here tonight on offense. Verona trying to get it back inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 26. Vukabrat on one of the better throws we've seen tonight. Back to the pistol formation. High snap, but he pulls it down. They'll keep it on the ground with Jenin. And maybe a couple. Yep, it's officially 2, 2nd and 8. Asher Grady, that was inside handoff. It was got a couple. They've had a couple good runs with Grady on that fullback play. Each back type position. And there's Grady to the left. Jen in the deep back. On a 2nd and 8. Clock runs 9 and counting here in this first half. Vukabrat in the pocket. He's going to throw. Swings it to the outside. I think there was miscommunication. Receiver went in. Pass was out. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up a big-time 3rd and 8 at the 24-yard line. That's a healthy field goal here, 41 yards. So you're not going to punt it. You're kind of in no man's land. Again, you maybe look at this as 2-down territory. You don't look at it as 4th and 8. You look at it 3rd and 8. Look at it maybe as 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Get half and make it a manageable 4th down just at the 20-yard line. 3rd and 8, ball at the 24.
Pro.
Bukabrat rolls to his right, going right back to that same spot, and it's caught. 1st down for the Cats. Ran the exact same play. This time the receiver and quarterback were on the same page. Boy, Dejan Knutson is Mr. Go-To. That's catch number 5 already in this first half for Knutson. That was perfectly timed. And Coach Andrew Riley said, hey, I like this play. Let's do it again. They ran the exact same play, and this time it's a completion, 13 yards and a 1st down, 1st and 10 at the 11. Verona can get a 1st down without a score. Bukabrat, once again, Sun Prairie in the backfield as the ball is being handed off. This time it was Brady Stelzer, the linebacker, right there as Bukabrat was handing it off. Boy, well, that's 2 of those we've seen. That's lucky that the ball doesn't pop out of there. As it is, it's a no gain. Stelzer, an all-conference linebacker, season ago, senior for this Cardinal team, and made a nice play there. 2nd down of the clock runs. We're hitting 8 minutes now in this 2nd quarter. Back to the pistol. This has been the preference, and now we're going to get a timeout taken by Sun Prairie. 7:59 to go in the first half. We got a good one going to start our season. The Sun Prairie East Cardinals 14, Verona Wildcats nothing, but the Wildcats inside the red zone and threatening. We'll see if they can score here on this drive.
You sing this. No, you sing this. That's the mic, bro. Draft house, you say?
Let's do it. High school football on Battle Line Films, brought to you by Draft House Bar and Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona. We serve up a menu that's huge and will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host private parties and events for your group. All right, it is a 2nd down and 10, ball at the 11-yard line. Verona trying to get on the board here after a couple of Sun Prairie East touchdowns in this first half. And again, boy, every time the Sun Prairie line shows blitz, someone on Verona flinches, and it's been very effective. That's going to cost them another 5. Oh, no. This time they got too aggressive. It's encroachment, so they're going to get 5 are the Verona Wildcats. Yeah, that flinching's been working, but I think one of the ends there made contact with the lineman, which is a penalty, and it'll now be 2nd and 5, ball at the 6. Bukabrat changing the play at the line. Now back to the pistol formation. High snap, pulls it down. Jennings straight up. Just tripped up at the last second, or he was in. It's a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Again, they can get a 1st down, so this is huge here. It's inside of 2, so it's 3rd and a long yard. You're 3 yards to the goal line, but only a yard and a half for a 1st down. Then you get 4 cracks at it from inside the 2. See what Verona decides to do, if they get aggressive or try and just pick up the yard. Third and inside of a yard to pick up a 1st and goal. They will keep it on the ground. They're not going to need the yard because I believe it is a touchdown, and it is. Verona is on the board. Nicely done. Well, a couple of big third down conversions, and Verona is on the board and an extra point away from making this a one-score game. Grady, the fullback. They tried that play on the first goal line stand. They didn't get in. They run it this time, and it does. The extra point is no good. Circle that one. That could play a part in this game as we have 7-12 remaining in the first half. But you got to feel good, boy. You're starting to get anxious if you're Verona. You don't get it in there. That's 2 shots inside the red zone. But they get the job done, and we've got a ball game. Again, Verona gets the ball to start the second half. So if you can hold here, you feel like, boy, we're right back in. On the flip side, Sun Prairie has yet to punt or turn over the ball. So they're probably saying, why in the world can we not get another score? Really gets this some breathing room here going into halftime. And they got plenty of time with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left. Evans Bartell, the Verona kicker, puts it on the tee. Boy, what a way to start the season. We're setting the bar high here for this season. Pretty good game. We're just not even halfway done. Lights starting to kick on here in Verona. And Bartell, the Verona kicker, running up on it, and a big boot. Ball, this will be returnable, picked up at the 10-yard line. Trying to get some space outside, and a flag comes down. That's too bad because that was a nice return by Easton McNary, the sophomore running back, but flag all the way back inside the 20-yard line, so that nearly 40-yard kickoff return is coming back. And you talk about that Verona, another, at least these drives, 82, 99, that one was 80. So these aren't just touchdowns, these are long, chunk, grinding the clock drives by both these teams. And again, if you're Sun Prairie, you got plenty of time here. And you have big hit ability with Kaufman in the backfield, so he can pop it at any time. Yeah, since that opening drive, you know, Braylon Peterson was so impressive on that opening drive, but then a one-play 99-yard drive. Verona has 2 long drives. We really haven't seen the Sun Prairie offense. But for a play, you got to go back to the opening drive of the game, the opening 3 minutes. This Verona offense has been on the sideline, or this Sun Prairie offense, and that's going to be a holding penalty. So a block in the back on the kickoff. Now a holding, Sun Prairie going in the wrong direction on this drive. They're going to be inside the 10-yard line. Got to be careful now. The last time they were in this spot, they ripped off a 99-yard touchdown. So, again, when you have Kaufman and that big play potential, that's a real nice luxury to have in your pocket. And it is Kaufman flanking to the right of the quarterback. And here comes Kaufman, fresh off a 99-yard return. Oh, we had a space there. He had one man that beat it. He very well may have been gone. As it turns out, it's still going to be a 14-yard pickup for Brady Kaufman, ripping off chunks of yards in this game. Is the running back from Sun Prairie.
You're back there. Make him play the ball. Don't let him just catch it.
Gets almost all the penalty yards back. A very manageable 2nd and 4 now for Sun Prairie East. 6:30 and counting in this first half. That's a design keeper by the quarterback. Boy, he sold that great. Did Braylon Peterson. I mean, Kaufman's a pretty nice decoy to have. You have to give him respect, but Peterson sold that fake perfectly. Comes around the edge all the way up to the 30. A gain of, well, they haven't marked yet. It is going to be a first down. Now that guy's going to move back to the 27. They said he stepped out. Still more than enough So a fresh set of downs here for Sun Prairie East at their own 27-yard line after the 9-yard quarterback keeper.
That's what we're seeing. It's just technique.
Out of the gun.
Number 3 is fine.
And he's going to throw, and he's got a man on the sideline, twisted out of bounds after about a 6-yard gain, is Braden Johnson. So Sun Prairie is showing a diverse offense on this drive, a little bit of both here. And it is a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Can we do an X? What about an X? Can we do an X blitz on there? Something to throw them off.
Mike Peterson looking very impressive in his first start here. He'll keep it on the ground with Kaufman barreling ahead and up near the 40. That should be enough for another Cardinal first down. And the chain gang is on the move. A gain of 7 and a first down for Sun Prairie East at their own 39-yard line. A drive that started inside the 10 after a couple of penalties quickly has found its way up near midfield. And again, Sun Prairie has yet to punt or turn the ball over on turnover or downs. They have been perfect on offense, looking to keep it that way on this drive. Verona sending some pressure, but Braylon, the quarterback, bounces it out into the secondary, and another big gain by Peterson. But Verona was sending pressure. Peterson dodged it at the line and then had a big gain into the secondary. That's going to be over a 20-yard scamper. 19 to be exact at the 42-yard line. And Verona has yet to figure out this Sun Prairie offense. Now you maybe want to slow it down a bit if you're Sun Prairie. If you've been moving it well, you got 5 minutes to go in the half.
Hey, Tim.
Try and chew out some clock here.
You guys haven't worked there. Maybe you have. What about quarters? If it's 3rd and long, and especially they're down a 2-minute drill.
And here's Kaufman again. Boy, he just falls forward. It's 8-9 yards every carry.
Yeah, it'd be pumps. I guess
he needed 615 yards to break the school record. He might get it tonight. The way he's going, well north of 100. He's probably closing in on 200 in this first half.
Double coverage on those 2 receivers running down.
And you see why he's one of the top-rated running backs in the state. He's living up to it tonight. 9-yard gain, 2nd and a short one here for the Cardinals at the Verona 33-yard line. Verona's still trying to slow down this freight train of a Cardinal offense. Cardinals sending a man in motion. Low snap picked up by the quarterback. Straight ahead with Kaufman. Not much, but he only needed a yard. He got 3, and it's a first down for Sun Prairie at the 30-yard line. Clock continues to run, 4:08 remaining in the first half. And now Verona's going to call a timeout. Yeah, their defense is wiped. They've been on the field a lot this first half. A couple of long drives by Sun Prairie's offense, and Verona needs a breather. Prep football on Battle Line Films brought to you by Miller & Son Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb, serving the local community since 1902. You can see our weekly specials on our website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality at Miller & Sons. A lot of quality in this first half by the Sun Prairie East offense. They have been perfect, trying to cap off drive number 3 with another touchdown. Perfect 2 for 2. They have yet to punt the football. And Kaufman doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this drive. Brady Kaufman, the great running back, already a 99-yard touchdown drive under his belt. And it's I think a design keeper. Yep, it was. He falls forward. Peterson showing his chops as a running back here. And it's the discussion with the officials here. Oh, they only gave him a 2. That's a unlucky spot. Maybe the knee must have went down. It's only one knee in high school and college ball. Looked like he fell forward and got to at least the 25, but the knee must have been down. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8. And they go right back to Mr. Reliable Kaufman. Nice job, though, by Verona, bottling him up. Mickey McCoy, the senior captain linebacker in the backfield, disrupting that. And a rare 3rd and long here for Sun Prairie. 3rd and 6 from the 26. This would be a 43-yard field goal if they don't convert. Sun Prairie's kicker does have some length. It'd be interesting to see, though, if they get a couple here. Would they attempted to go for it on 4th down? We're going to have a whistle. And what's the call going to be here? No flags on the field. Again, with the an equipment, yeah, I think 32 has to come out. I don't know, a mouth guard or a chin cup, something was off, so a substitution here. Got to have that equipment right, boys and girls. Well, whatever it is, Coach Kaminsky's not happy, but he's going to lose the argument as the official quickly walks away. So that's the second time we've seen a player have to be a Sun Prairie player leave the field. I don't know if it's a mouth guard or it's part of the helmet, but it's the second time it's the quarterback. Now I see why Coach is so upset. So Carson Selmer coming in, I would think just for a play. It must be if you lose your equipment, you have to come out of the field for a play. That's obviously what's going on here. And thus the delay. 2:20 and counting in this opening half. A critical 3rd and 8, and Sun Prairie's going to have to do it with their starting quarterback on the sideline for the moment. Out of the shotgun. He swings it off to his right. He's got a man open in the flat. Needs to get to the 20. Oh, that's going to be close. Jacoby Moore on the bubble screen. He is right at the 20 and is exactly what he needed to get. Nope, they're going to say he's just short. Just short, inside of a yard. So 4th and inches here for Sun Prairie. Got to figure they're going to go. They do have a good kicker, but 4th and inches right at the 20. Well, you can really swing the momentum right back to your side after Verona finally gets on the scoreboard. You get a 1st down here and finish off the half with points. Big spot here, 4th and inches for Sun Prairie. And now Sun Prairie's going to call a timeout to talk it over. Verona trying to rattle the crowd here. There's Bryce Langelis for Verona rallying the crowd. Well, you talk about spots to circle in a game. It's a big one here. Verona, you make the stop. Well, you're right back in it. Sun Prairie, you get the 1st down. You figure at minimum you ice the 1st half with the lead. Maybe you punch one in here in the final 2 minutes. Big momentum spot right now. 4th and inches. And Sun Prairie is going to call another timeout. I believe that's their last. So the plot thickens here as Sun Prairie using back-to-back timeouts on this 4th down. The coach saw something that wasn't looking good. So back-to-back timeouts. That's Sun Prairie's now out. So you're going to have to run this 4th and inches. Feel like we've been here before. Take 3 on 4th and inches. Hard to believe that football's already here. Week 1 is underway. We got some college games this weekend. Of course, the Badgers play a week from tonight. They'll kick off their season, but 10 miles from here down at Camp Randall. Packers in a couple of weeks. Football is here. 4th and inches. They need to get to the 20. To Kaufman, he's got it. He fell just inside the 20. Didn't get it by much, but they didn't need much. They just needed about 6-8 inches, and they got a yard, and it is a first down, and that is a big one for Sun Prairie because they can, in effect, bleed the clock here. Verona does, I think, have a timeout left, but Sun Prairie can pretty much run clock as we have an injured player here for the Cardinals. Alex York, the injured Sun Prairie player, training staff out talking to him. Now, when you get that scrum like that on short, you know, it's a lot of twisting and bending, and you got to wonder if he got kind of twisted up in that pile. Trying to straighten that right leg out, it looks like. Again, Alex York, the sophomore halfback, helped off. Good news is he's able to walk, but with assistance. So it is a 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 just inside the 20. And as predicted, the Cardinals keep it on the ground. Nice job there stringing out the run by the Wildcat defense. Leading the way, Joe Seelan, the junior linebacker. It's going to be no gain. Even he's going to lose a yard back to the 22. Actually, 2-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 12. Minute and a half in counting. And another Sun Prairie player is down. It's like one of the linemen. That could be a cramping thing as he's pulling at his toes. That's usually a sign of cramps. George Brockman, the big old lineman. He's saying, hey, yo, don't forget about me. I'm over here. I said 74. It was actually 79. One of the captains, Edward Rickwitz, the big man, 6'3", 315 senior. So he seems to be okay. Again, you looked. I'm going to play doctor on this broadcast, but seen enough cramps. Figure that was probably what's going on there as he walks off under his own power. 2nd and 12 after the nice play by the Verona defense, stuffing the quarterback on the keeper, down to 128 in the half. Yeah, I think that was not well timed. The official wound it right as the quarterback was snapping it. There you go. Quarterback's like, man, can I get that wound first? 2nd and 12, and now coming out to throw. Got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Sun Prairie East. Jacoby Moore, the senior, as once again dropping a dime, is the quarterback, Braylon Peterson. It's a 20-6 Cardinal lead. Perfect throw, perfect route. Sun Prairie continues to be perfect on offense. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Wow, what a start to this game for Sun Prairie East. And now the extra point try by Mellum here to make this a 21-6 game. Kick is good. 21-6. The Cardinals continuing their impressive offensive showing here on opening night. Now Sun Prairie East continues its impressive opening night here. Another touchdown. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, and you got to be impressed by this young quarterback who is just looking like a veteran out there tonight in his first start. Very impressive stuff from Braylon Peterson, the junior quarterback. That last pass, 22 yards down the seam to Jacoby Moore, who climbed up the ladder to pull it in. Verona does get the second half kick, so if they can somehow put something together here in this final minute, some momentum going into second half. I believe they are out of timeout. Sun Prairie burned all of theirs on that last possession, so only a first down would stop the clock here in the final minute 14. Good news for Verona, the last time they touched the ball, they went 82 yards, paid it off with a touchdown. Bad news is they have no timeouts and a minute 14 to work with on this possession. Vukabrat out of the shotgun formation. Trips to the left for the Wildcats. Vukabrat under pressure. He's going to take off and run. He's got some room. He's got a first down and more. He's across midfield. Vukabrat into Sun Prairie territory. It's a gain of 34 and a first down for Verona. 1:04 to go in this first half. Boy, a couple of defenders nearly had him at the line of scrimmage, but once he got into the secondary, he was off to the races. A gain of 30-plus yards, and Verona has life on this drive. Clock continues to run. Again, the Wildcats out of timeouts. 1st and 10 at the Sun Prairie 48. Vukobrot with time, got a man complete. And he's going to be short of the first down. Check that. Verona did have, I believe, a timeout, and they will use it here. 41 seconds. That was a 8-yard completion. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2 here for the Wildcats.
You want to get somebody fresh and get Sanders in there, but Henson's doing a good job of trying to get in there. He's a monster. I don't want to take him out. Sure. Yep.
Well, a big 41 seconds coming up here for Verona. If they can somehow pull off a score here, go into the locker room with momentum, you get the second half kick, and you feel like you've got a new lease on this game. Meantime, if you're Sun Prairie, you can really continue to put the screws down if you get a stop here and take a 2-touchdown lead on the road into the locker room on opening night. 2nd and 3 from the 42. Vukobrot's going to throw. Throwing it into traffic, and a big snag inside the 20. Oh, showing the hands there again as Dejan Knutson snagged that like a rope. And again, Verona has life as it's going to be a first down inside the red zone.
Vogler's got to keep attacking that upfield shoulder.
Well, Verona showing some moxie here on this drive. Got it all the way inside the red zone in a span of 38 seconds. They took over with 1:14 after the kickoff and already inside the red zone. A huge run, a huge pass, a couple of intermediate passes, and Verona very much back in this ball game as they have a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Vukobrot high snap, but he's in trouble. Now he rolls to his right. He showed the speed on that big run. Oh, that might be a late hit. No flag. Sun Prairie may have dodged one there. I think Vukobrot was on the chalk. In any event, we play on. 2nd and 8. Ball down to the 16 now. 31 seconds to go in the half. Boy, Vukobrot's got some wheels. He is a quick quarterback. Surprised we haven't seen more design runs for him in this game. Maybe we will going forward. Second and 8 at the 16-yard line. Vukobrot thought about keeping it himself. Now he's rolling back. Now he will keep it himself. Reverses his field. Oh, is he going to be tackled in bounds? He is. And Verona has to burn its final timeout. Yeah, he ran left and cut it back. I like the idea, but so much time burned off, and then to be tackled in bounds. And now it's going to be 3rd and long, no timeouts left. And again, you figure this is more than likely 2-down territory here for the Wildcats. They'll take 2 shots into the end zone here in the final 20 seconds. All right, so a couple shots added here probably for Verona. 3rd and 5 at the 14-yard line. I say a couple of shots if they can get it out of bounds or into the end zone. If they get tackled in bounds, this half is over as they are out of timeouts. 3rd and 5 from the 14. Pistol formation for the Verona offense. Vukobrot back to throw. Swings it to the right side, nobody home. As the receiver went down, no flag. And it'll be 4th down for Verona. 18 seconds remain in this first half. So 4th down, and as figured, Verona leaves the offense on the field, looking for the back corner of the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Verona! Wow! What a throw! What a catch! The Wildcats right back in this game. Jackson Connor, the big frame, all 6'4" of them, goes up top. A perfect touch pass from Vukobrot, and let's see if Verona goes for 2 here. They will not. They will prolong that into the second half. I think that's the right call. They will try for the extra point here to make it a 8-point game. 13 seconds to go in this opening half. Bartell missed his first one. Drills that one. 21-13, and we've got a new ball game here in Verona. That's a heavyweight fight we're seeing here tonight. Just trading body shots, these two teams. Now, these are two teams you can see playing deep into November, but tonight we're still in August, playing like a November game here. Got to be careful, though. You got the always dangerous Kaufman back there on kickoff. If you're Verona, probably squib this thing. Don't give a return opportunity. Some Prairie takes a knee, and we get to the locker room here. Again, Verona will get the second half kickoff. Fun first half. Can't wait to see what we got left to close this one out here tonight on opening night. Thursday night lights in Verona. Kick as predicted. Taking my one of the upbacks, but look out here. Big number 48 rumbling hub across midfield. They kicked it wisely to the upback. But old Javion Sanders, all 6'3" of them, rumbled up to midfield. Let's see if some Prairie just takes a knee or maybe a shot into the end zone here.
That's Wagner. He starts fine. He opens up. But then the guy gets separation to the corner of the end zone. He doesn't close on that separation. And then he doesn't look back for the ball. It's just technique. He's there to make a play. He's there to make a play, but then turn back at the ball. The guy's looking back at the ball. He should be pressing and looking back. At least then bring his hands up through the guy's hands.
A couple Verona defenders playing center field and dropped the snap. Lucky to get it back, plowed at midfield, and that's how this first half will end. Good stuff here from Verona. The Wildcats get a late touchdown, but it is the visitors, the Sun Prairie East Cardinals, taking a 21-13 halftime lead.
Crazy, huh? Mitch?
Completely missed that last touchdown.
I was going to say, soda. I'll buy you some soda.
We need some cool highlights, bro. Well, I'm not getting any from me, and that fucking guy down there.
Thanks, Chris.
He doesn't listen to me at all. Out of position.
You'll find some good ones.
Yeah. My good guys are on vacation.
Draft House. Prep football on Battle Line Films, brought to you in part by the Draft House Bar and Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serving up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host private parties for your group events. Back here in Verona, week 1, Thursday night lights, just for a week. Then we'll get back to regular old Friday night lights starting next week. What a great first half it was between Verona and Sun Prairie East. 21-13. The Cardinals, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Verona would have been perfect as well if not for a goal line stand inside the 1-yard line. The Wildcats were stuffed on the very next play. Brady Kaufman for Sun Prairie ripped a 99-yard touchdown drive. That's really the difference in this game. That sequence at the goal line, throw in a missed extra point, and that's where we sit, 21-13. Verona will receive the second half kick. 2 very impressive offensive outputs in that first half. Again, it was a turnover on downs, really the only thing holding Verona back from potentially tying this game. Sun Prairie East took the opening kick 82 yards down the field to get on the scoreboard first. They have held the lead ever since. Does Verona have an answer here to start this second half? We will find out in just moments. Well, you can't ask for a much better way to start the season. Big plays, big conversions. A lot of offense. Everyone loves offense, and you got it here. 34 total points in the first half. See if this pace continues in the second half, or do we settle in? Kaufman has been the big hitter for Sun Prairie. Obviously, the 99-yard touchdown contributing greatly to his yard total. But the quarterbacks have been great. Both of them first starts here tonight. Emmett Vukbrat, a pair of juniors, and Braylon Peterson, both with multiple touchdown passes in that first half. Brady Mellum, the kicker, has it on the tee. And we are set to get week 1 wrapped up here on a beautiful Thursday night in Verona, Wisconsin. Kick is away, and it will drift into the end zone. And Verona will start at its 20-yard line. Verona, impressive finish there in that first half. Got the ball back with 1:14, went 80-plus yards, capped it off with a touchdown throw in the corner of the back corner of the end zone to cut this to a 1-score game.
Yep.
Again, the quarterback, Emmett Vukbrat. Very good first half for the Wildcats. He operates out of the shotgun. Back, shading him to the left. Verona doing as they did in the first half. They come out throwing. It's caught. Complete over the middle. A gain of 7 on first down.
Who's down here, Wazzy? Who's down here? Up top was 11. 12.
It was Kiefer Bates, I believe, or was that Carter Bauer? with the catch. Officially a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 from the 26. Get the running game going or keep slinging it in the air.
Right now, they're in.
Roy Louis here.
Yep.
But we got to check the splits right now. I'll look
Luca
up top
Brett now under center, back well deep behind him. And they go on the ground here on second. Now big hole in the left side into the secondary, rumbling up near midfield. A big gain. Kaysen Jenin ripping off a 28-yard run and a first down. And they go right back on the ground and another first down.
Backer collapsed inside.
Jack Wepking, couple of big runs here on this drive. They found something in number 31 into some Prairie territory. 1st and 10 at the 43. First time we've seen Wepking carry, and his first 2 carries go for nearly 50 yards.
Outside backward, it wasn't there to make a play there.
Pistol formation again for the Cats. Vukabrat going to throw. Going deep down the right sideline. Oh, he had a man, but overflew it.
Hey, 32's their fullback that they bring in for
Trying to feed Erdman down the sideline. Erdman had a step on the defender, but the pass was too steep.
13 is in. Who came out was? You see anybody?
2nd and 10, ball marked at the 43-yard line.
11's coming out, so 11 was up top before. Where's 13 running? He's up top of you guys up there. Roy Louis. Better have, yep, double him up. There you go.
They'll keep it on the ground on 2nd and 10, and they've got some space to the outside.
Where is our outside backer? He was way deep.
And another big run. Wepking is just ripping off big runs on this drive. That one goes for 8. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 at the 35-yard line of Sun Prairie East.
Come up.
2 minutes into this 3rd quarter.
He's not reading his key.
Verona looking to tie this game up with a touchdown and 2-point conversion. Vukabrat now operates under center. Inside handoff to the fullback. They've had good success with that play, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Our linemen are standing up too.
Asher Grady, the fullback, and that inside handoff
I'm going to stay low.
just short, so we got a 4th and inches here coming up for Verona. Now, where Verona was stuffed on a 4th and inches at the goal line, they're going to need one here to continue the drive. Actually,
13 is in.
they have rescinded that, and they have now moved the chains. The officials got together and said it is a first down. Fresh set it down for Verona, and I think that's the right call. As you can see the ball inside the 33-yard line. First and 10, fresh set of downs. Clock continues to roll, 9:30 and counting in quarter number 3. Verona's found some success on the ground. They will keep it. Not this time, however. Sun Prairie defensive line all over that one.
Blocked out.
Nice tackle at the point of contact by Stelzer, the senior linebacker.
Our backers just run right into the blocker. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
2nd and 11. That was a loss of a yard on the first down.
Easton? Yeah, he's just running the blockers. He's getting pushed out. He's not hitting home with his blitz at all.
Vukabrat now operating out of the pistol formation on a 2nd and 11. Fakes the handoff, now going to drop back to throw. He's in trouble, and he's not going down. He gets away, and now he is going down. Multiple white jerseys in on it. I think it was L.J. Benedict, the D lineman that finally brought Vukabrat down for a massive loss all the way across midfield.
Nice job, second.
A loss of 17. It's going to bring up 3rd and 28 all the way back at Verona's own 48-yard line. Now Vukabrat, I think, He thought he got out of the first one and he could dodge a second one, but a second wave came through and brought him down. And a huge loss there on second down. And get all the way to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 28 from the 48. And a timeout taken by Sun Prairie. That is their first of the quarter. While we wait this timeout, we can tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Miller & Son Supermarkets in Verona and Mount Horeb, serving the community since 1902. You can see our weekly specials on our website and Instagram pages. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality of Miller & Sons that provides for our community. So a crushing sack there. Verona had a nice drive going. Vukabrat tried to dance out of trouble, continued to backpedal, and finally the defense got him. And now a big 3rd and 28 coming at midfield.
11-3.
You almost got to go for it all here. You see, you really can't get a chunk because come up short, you go for it. You're giving Sun Prairie great field position. So if you're Verona, you got to take a deep shot downfield here, I think.
Is that Easton? He can tighten up. He can get tightened up. We got him doubled on the back.
Vukabrat to pass, going over the middle. He's got a man, and it's intercepted. It is intercepted by Sun Prairie East. Easton McNary, a one-handed grab by the safety, and Sun Prairie has turned over Verona.
I'm sorry, guys. I got a pen in my hand. Sorry.
Oh, that was highlight reel material. Caught it in the bread basket with one hand. And a nice return to follow brings it into Verona territory. And Sun Prairie going to take over with great field position and an 8-point lead. They're actually going to mark them out at the 45 of Sun Prairie. Still, great field position to start this drive, 1st and 10. Design quarterback keeper, brought down in the backfield, nothing doing there. A host of black jerseys in on the tackle.
This guy, because he just gave the inside track, or we got to do something to stop an inside track.
Brotzman's been busy tonight, gets in on another one.
Lucky the guy threw it behind him.
For a no gain, 2nd and 10 at the 45. Clock continuing to run here in this 3rd quarter.
That's Easton.
This is a huge drive. If you're Sun Prairie, you got a 2-score lead going into the late stages of this game.
We're doing that outlet. He can double up. He can tighten
Must stop here for the Wildcats. 2nd and 10 from the 45.
You should shade him a little bit to the inside. Good thing the quarterback threw behind him a little bit.
Out of the shotgun, they'll send a man in motion. Little wheel route coming out of the backfield. He was looking to throw it.
Oh, my God.
That's danger. And that is intercepted. Verona gets it right back. Sawyer Martin, the senior defensive back. That was a busted play. Ran the wheel route. It was an option pass. And it was popped up in the air. Verona gets the ball right back at midfield. And a Sun Prairie player is down.
There's no question he was getting pushed back as he threw that ball, and he getting no mustard on it at all.
That was Braden Johnson, injured player. He got rocked as he was trying to throw that pass and slow getting up. Looked moving a little woozy there after the failed pass. results in an interception. And Johnson moving slow. So Verona gets a huge break right back, and they're right back in this game. 6:38 to go in quarter number 3. Ball placed at the Verona 45. So both teams back-to-back interceptions taken to the 45-yard line. Go figure. Now Verona had a nice drive going on the ground before that interception. See if they go back to the ground game here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
There's the bubble.
Little screen pass. They'll swing it out of the flat.
Block in the back.
And there's going to be a flag.
He got it, Brian.
Yep. I think one of the Verona players shoved him in the back, and that one's going to wipe out a nice gain on 1st down. Right in front of the officials, easy call, and that'll cost the Wildcats 10 yards. So now it goes to 1st and 20, back to the 35-yard line, and the Wildcats' mission on this possession just got a little more tricky. And now Vukabrat operating out of that pistol formation. He'll send his H-back to his right. Fakes the handoff. He's in trouble, and he is going down. Swarmed up by a host of white jerseys. Beckham McNary, the senior, leads the charge, and Verona's backing up the wrong direction on this possession.
They're not yet, Coach.
All the way back to the 31.
Number 3 just came in. 20 went up. That's a running back.
Going to be 2nd and 24 now for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
It's a down you don't like to see if you're the offense. 2nd and 24. A holding penalty and then a sack has backed up the Wildcats. Another flag, and they're blowing it dead, so that must mean it's on the offense. Maybe a false start again on Verona. Oh, it's an encroachment. Should have been a free play. Well, they'll get 5 back. Must have made contact before the snap. Otherwise, if you know, it's the old Aaron Rodgers, you catch the guy off sides and you get the free play. But the officials blew it dead. 2nd and 19. Ball moved back to the 36-yard line.
Just do a quick 5-yard out. Just a second. Where's our outside bet? Yeah. Yes.
Vukabrat rolling to his right to buy some time. Dangerous throw.
Gotta get up there and meet them.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a heck of an effort there along the sideline.
Pressing him back and make him.
Nearly made a highlight reel catch on the sideline.
Right. What? Where?
Did Ben Erdman. And we're going to get a roughing the passer call, it looks like. So Verona. Yep.
13 pin coming in.
So all the yards that were given back on the penalties now are returned after a roughing the passer and a new set of downs. Verona now moves into Sun Prairie territory. Oh, right at midfield. They're going to put him, right at the 49 of Sun Prairie. 1st and 10 after a costly penalty. Back to the pistol go the Wildcats. And more penalties. My goodness. Now, you know, it's week 1, but they're coming in waves now in this 3rd quarter. And that was off. They lined up in the neutral zone, did Sun Prairie's D-line. So they didn't even have to run a play to see that one. So it's now a 1st and 5 down to the Sun Prairie 44-yard line. 5:10 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Down here, we're just going to be a fade to 13 down here. We got Clark here.
They'll keep it on the ground with the fullback, and he is swallowed up, no gain.
13 even move, boy.
Asher Grady gets nothing there. Nice job by the front four of the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. 2nd and 4. A generous yard there on that first down carry. Clock still runs now. We're coming up on 4.5 in this third quarter. Verona trying to march down and set itself up for a potentially game-tying touchdown and 2-point conversion. Fugelbrot now back under center. Got a pair of backs behind him. They'll keep it on the ground. Dancing out of a tackle, and that's going to be a first down. A big gain.
Easton ran right past him.
Boy, they found something here in the second half on the ground with Jack Wepking.
That play too. Ran right past him.
Wepking has been the offense here for Verona in this third quarter. It's a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 33-yard line. Under 4 to play now in this third quarter after Verona picks up their latest first down. A pass, roughing the passer, setting up this Verona drive to continue. Fugelbrot changing the play at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by Verona as there was some miscommunication between the sideline and quarterback. We've got 3:25 to go in this third quarter. Sun Prairie East, 21-13.
Look at that kid's a sophomore, huh? Got Easton there. Must be a heck of an athlete. He'll be there. He'll get there. He'll get it. It's a lot to learn. Can you imagine that first game? It's got to be crazy. Well, it's a good position for him. You just have to learn it. No.
After the timeout, the first taken to the half by Verona. Both teams now with 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10 at the Sun Prairie East 33-yard line. Wildcats trying to get back and tie this football game up here late in the third quarter. High snap, Fugelbrot able to pull it down. He's going for it, got a man in the end zone, pass a bit underthrown, and great defense. Van Vogler, the all-conference DB, slapping it away. Pass was a bit underthrown. I think had Fugelbrot led the receiver, he might have had a shot, but a great play nonetheless by Vogler to knock it down. It'll be 2nd and 10, 3:20 to go in the third quarter. And movement again. The officials are getting a workout tonight. Looks like Verona knows that they moved early as they're walking back without much discussion. So it'll be a 2nd down and 15 now, back at the 38-yard line. Penalty-ridden quarter here.
15 came in, 31 came out.
No scoring, though, in this third quarter. After a lot of offense in that first half, defenses are finding their rhythm here in this third quarter.
They got it covered up.
Fugelbrot takes the snap. He's in trouble. Rolling to his left. He's still in trouble, and he's going down. A host of white jerseys leading the charge. Manny Abreu, the senior linebacker. And it's going to be 3rd and a mile here for the Verona offense. back at midfield. That's going to be 3rd and 26
So all receivers yet.
for Verona.
It'd be a trio or
It's, again, a couple of big targets. 2 6'4" receivers. See if Verona tries to throw a big one up here on 3rd and long. Vukabrat to pass.
screen set. Oh,
Rolling to his right. Got to get rid of it. Dumps it over the middle. He's got a man. Going to be well short of a first down.
you're all right. Read it well.
It's going to be 4th and about 14. Let's see if the Verona offense stays on the field here. They will not. So we'll see our first punt of the game with 2:15 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Verona going to try and pin him deep.
That's for Jack Marchese saying, you send the front team until you see all personnel change.
So the old pooch punt attempt here, trying to pin the Sun Prairie offense deep in its own territory. Drop kick punt. This has a shot to be really good. And nicely done.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. Especially the guys coming down to block.
Carter Bauer, nice punt there, 32 yards, but the wasn't so much about the distance, it was about pinning Sun Prairie inside their own 10-yard line. Now the Cardinals will take over at their own 11 with 1:41 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Here's a drive you'd love to grind out some clock. A long drive. Lean on that great running back you have.
The adventure of the outlaws. That's pretty good.
And if you're Verona, boy, you played the percentages here. You pinned him back deep. You get a stop. You figure to get great field position. Sun Prairie keeps it on the ground on 1st down. Minimal gain. Tyler Mitchell, the junior, with the call there. He gets nothing, just back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 1:20 to go in this 3rd quarter. Huge couple of downs here for Verona. Do they gamble the payoff of the percentages of punting the ball away? Design quarterback keeper trying to get to the outside. Got a little bit of space, but he's going to be ridden out of bounds at about the 15. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Sun Prairie East offense. And you don't say must stop yet with a quarter to go, but you got to figure there's not more than maybe a possession or two each left in this game in a 12-minute quarter. A critical 3rd down and 5 for this Verona defense. See if they lean on Kaufman or go up top here on 3rd and 5. You got to be careful with the football where you are on the field. And a timeout taken by Sun Prairie. That is their 2nd. They have 1 remaining. They've got a big 3rd and 5 coming up after the timeout. Prep football on Battleline Films is presented by Cardinal Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Serving the surrounding community for more than 40 years. The staff only a phone call away from fast and efficient service. Cardinal Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, dedicated to providing the best plumbing, electrical, and indoor comfort solutions for your family. 3rd and 5, and this is a big one. Verona figures to get great field position if they can get a stop here. Sun Prairie can run another 3-4 minutes of clock off if they can pick up the 5 yards. They will keep it on the ground on 3rd and 5. It's Kaufman, and he's going to be close, but it looks like he's got it. They go to Mr. Reliable on 3rd and 5. And the chains are moving. It is a first down for Sun Prairie. That is a massive third down conversion. And now the clock continues to run. Sun Prairie probably, if they keep it on the ground and no penalties, only has to run one more play in this third quarter. Now it becomes about clock management on both sides. They go right back on the ground, straight up the gut, pickup of 5. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Boy, what do? You got a 3rd and 5, not quite ready to put the game away, but certainly start to make things get anxious for Verona. You go to your hammer, and he delivers. Needed 5, got exactly 5. We have 1 quarter to go. Sun Prairie hanging on to a 21-13 lead here in Verona.
You're right. Got a little lip, yep. Back with his helmet down. But stack it, Cole. Trying to stretch it out. We're going to go Prairie right, stack it up.
We start this final quarter. Sun Prairie trying to secure an opening night big road victory over a top 10 program in the state. And they're a couple yards away. No, the chain moved. They again needed 5. They got exactly 5. Sun Prairie very efficient with picking up these first downs, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And now it just becomes about clock. That was a pickup of 6 and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Kaufman submarined in the backfield for a loss. A rare tackle for loss on the big guy. That was Mickey McCoy, the linebacker, busting through. They're going to give a loss of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 12 now for the Cardinals. And another Sun Prairie lineman is down. We got 11 minutes to go in this football game. Sun Prairie protecting an 8-point lead. After fireworks offensively in the first half, a scoreless third quarter. Verona's defense hoping to keep it scoreless to start this fourth quarter. 2nd and 12 from the 29.
You guys come up with the next blitz on that, Roy Louis? Can you guys come up with the next blitz on that, Roy Louis? Are we going to do that?
Peterson out of the shotgun. Empty backfield now. He sends 5 wide. Here comes the Verona defense. Peterson gets it away. And it was short. It hit the turf. That'll be incomplete. He had a man open, Van Vogler, but the pressure made him get rid of it early. He shorted it, and it hits the turf, and it's a 3rd and 12 now. Verona one stop away from getting the football back.
Yeah, we're taking ourselves out of play, so it's got to be something like that, I think. What you do with that one? Take your tackle, he draws out that guy, just goes straight up the field.
Actually, they did give him the completion, and the clock doesn't. It's only a game. It's probably you'd rather have the incompletion, take the time. They go on a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 9. He's going to be short. Going to bring up about 4th and 4. And we'll see if we see Sun Prairie's punting unit for the first time today. We will. So the Verona defense does its job. They will get the ball back with plenty of time here in this fourth quarter. Well, the offense stays out here for now. See if they're just trying to draw him off here. Just trying to work some clock here. And now they'll take the delay game, and then most certainly a punt now. I was actually lucky for Sun Prairie that they called that a completion because they were able to burn almost 45 seconds after the second down completion. That goes incomplete as the officials originally ruled. Clock stops. And now the first punt of the night by the Cardinals. Brady Mellum, kicker / punter, for his first attempt of the night. Pair of return men for Verona standing at their own 30-yard line. Now that takes a huge Sun Prairie bounce and no return. Verona will go to work. 9:16 to play, trailing by 8. They'll start at their own 35-yard line. Verona has 2 timeouts remaining. They start at their own 35 after the defense does the job and forces the first Sun Prairie punt of the night. Vukabrat going to keep it on the ground on first down. Decent gain across the 35 up to the 38 to pick up a 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. 9 minutes and counting in this final quarter. Oh, they gave him only a yard. 2nd and 9 back at the 37.
He's out. He's out. We got to get help on it. There we go.
Vukabrat now changing the play at the line. Back to that pistol formation. Seen Verona operate out of this formation a lot tonight. Vukabrat going to throw. He's been under pressure a lot in this second half and has to just throw that one away. 3rd and 8 coming up. I figure Sun Prairie that they've had a couple of sacks. You figure they're pinning their ears back on this one. It's going to have to be a clever play call here by their own offense. This is certainly a passing play, and Sun Prairie's front line has been putting a lot of pressure on the Verona quarterback in this second half. 3rd and 8, ball marked at the 37-yard line. Fuka brought to pass on third down. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete, but flags coming in.
His left hand was on his back.
I think they're going to get the pass interference on Vogler. And Verona once again, penalty coming to the rescue to preserve another drive.
Van ran right with his hand on his back.
So a fresh set of downs with 8:15 to go here for this Verona offense.
Van doesn't need to do that either.
Now on the last drive, it was roughly the passer that prolonged the drive. This time, a pass interference.
Looks like we're going to have.
And into Sun Prairie territory. 1st and 10 now at the Cardinal 48-yard line.
There's the bubble right there.
Little screen pass to the wide receiver. Nothing doing. Great job by the Sun Prairie defense. Brady Stelzer blowing that thing up in the background. Good play there by the senior captain. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Under 8 minutes to go.
13 is in. No, a receiver went out when 13 came in. No, it's still spread.
Still plenty of time if you're Verona, but you have to be perfect on this drive. And they're facing a 2nd and 12 at midfield. Uga brought to pass. He's going for it into double coverage and no shot there. Good coverage there by the secondary of Sun Prairie East. And again, a 3rd and long coming up here for this Verona offense. 3rd and 12 at midfield. The last 3rd and 12 resulted in a pass interference. This one right at midfield.
Trio. Up top.
Trips on the bottom of the field here for the Wildcats. Fuka brought again in trouble, has to get it away, had no chance.
Nobody over here.
He was all over it.
Over here.
Hudson Turk, the senior linebacker, good-looking player, 6'2", 235 with the pressure, and it's 4th down. And just like the Verona defense came up big, now the Sun Prairie defense, Verona's going to have to punt, and now you're in the danger zone of time. Sun Prairie now will go into full clock kill mode after this punt. See if you can uncork a big one here. And that'll be fair caught at the 15-yard line with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Well, we saw the Verona defense get a stop on the last possession. They're going to desperately need one here. If they do, they should get the ball back. Decent field position and plenty of time. Sun Prairie, their 4 first downs is probably their remedy to win this game. And they've got one of the best running backs in the state to lean on here in these final few minutes.
Put him back farther.
Like there was like gap outside him, and he just
1st and 10 from the 15. First down carry up the middle to about the 20. Gain of 4 for Kaufman. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. Every first down is about another 2 minutes off this clock, so you do the math with 6.5 left. 3 first downs. Verona does have 2 timeouts, but 3 first downs is about what Sun Prairie's targeting right now. And taking every bit of the play clock as wisely they should. Kaufman having a big night on the ground for Sun Prairie. He gets the call again. Nice tackle in the backfield for a minimal gain. That was Mickey McCoy. We've called his name a lot tonight. He's been active on this Verona defense. Here we are again, another 3rd down. Can the defense get a stop? 3rd and 6 on Prairie at its own 21-yard line. They need to get just past the 25. It's a short 6 for the Cardinals here on 3rd down. And they will throw for it. Got a man, oh, he lost his footing. And that'll be a loss on the play. And the Verona defense for the 2nd time in a row stiffens. And it will be a punt here for the Cardinals. We're getting some confusion here on the, they're right. The official said it was a catch. That was about 10, 15 seconds there maybe that could have run off. In the event, it will be a punt here for Sun Prairie. Verona is going to get great field position here with probably one last shot at it here in this game. Sun Prairie trying to bleed that clock down as much as they can. Verona hanging on to those 2 timeouts. High snap, good job by the punter. Oh, just got it away. And nearly blocked. Verona's going to get great field position. Grady Miller, the senior gunner, nearly got it. Punter lucky to get it away. This is going to be great field position for Verona. They're going to take over at the Sun Prairie 37-yard line. A 20-yard punt that nearly was disaster. So Verona 37 yards away from a game-tying 2-point conversion try here. 5:07 to go. Plenty of time to run your offense here if you're the Wildcats. They will keep it on the ground on 1st down with the fullback. Falls forward for a gain of about 5. Asher Grady, pretty good night here for the Wildcats in those short yardage situations. He gets 5. It is 2nd and 5 at the 32. Under 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Back on the ground again, and that's going to be a 1st down and then some. Grady again is getting hot here. A gain of 7, and it's 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. And we have a Sun Prairie player down. My Sun Prairie's had some tough injuries in this 2nd half.
Yep.
Well, Verona is 21 yards away from potentially tying the game on a 2-point conversion try. First, they have to navigate these 21 yards and get into the end zone. They do have a fresh set of downs after the 1st down run. 1st and 10 at the 21. Bukabrock going to keep it on the ground. And again, a nice run on 1st down by Grady. He's inside the 15, down to the 14, a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 for Verona. Clock continues to wind down, 4:22 and counting.
They're going to keep going with it, keep going with stretch.
They go right back to Grady. This time Sun Prairie up to the task. No gain. Hudson Turek again with a big stuff at the line of scrimmage. Actually lost a yard. It's 3rd and 4 in what is obviously going to be 2-down territory here for Verona.
I don't see him, yes. Over here.
Trips Nope, they're going to send 2 to the left.
Counter here.
Keep an eye on that bottom of the field there. One-on-one coverage. Now they'll drop the safety back into coverage on a 3rd and 4.
Pass.
Vukabrak going to roll to his right. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to have a first down and more. Racing to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Verona. Emmett Vukabrak takes it 17 yards, and we are a 2-point conversion away from a tie game. A 2-point conversion of the season, and we're only on opening night. What is the play call if you're the Wildcats? Here we go, the critical 2-point conversion try to tie the game at 21. Vukabrat, as he has most of the night, operates out of the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Vukabrat going to drum back. He's going to try and throw for it. Chucks it into double coverage. It's caught, and we have a tie game. Asher Grady on the wheel route out of the backfield. A gutsy throw into traffic by Vukabrat. We have a tie game. Wow, what a game here to start us out. Good news, Sun Prairie has a timeout and 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go and a talented kicker. But all the momentum now with the home team, and the crowd is back into it. Couple of clutch stands by the Verona defense, and the offense able to take it down the field. 37 yards on the short field after the near blocked punt. And now does Sun Prairie East have an answer? Sun Prairie hasn't reached the end zone since early in the second quarter. This Verona defense has settled in after a rocky start. Well, again, Sun Prairie's had some big plays tonight, and they should have plenty of time and a timeout in their back pocket. Kickoff to come here. What a fantastic way to kick off the high school football season here in Wisconsin. That one's going to get into the end zone, so Sun Prairie is going to start at its own 20-yard line, 3:30 to go. Kaufman would have loved a shot at it, but a good kick there. And here we go, strap in. Do we get extra football on week 1, or can Sun Prairie mount a drive here in the final 3:30? Boy, it looked early on like Sun Prairie may run away and hide with this thing, but Verona kind of just slowly chipped away, and has gotten it all the way back to tied here, 21 apiece. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They come out throwing on first down. Another bubble screen to the wide receiver. He's got some room. Here they go. Down the sideline. Are you kidding me? 80 yards for the touchdown. Talk about an answer. My goodness. Van Vogler to the house. Well, there's an answer for you. Wow. That was just a bubble screen. Made the first guy miss. Showed his speed. Once he got it into the secondary, he was gone. Wow. There's an answer for you.
That was Van? Wow.
And now the extra point to make it back to a 7-point lead for the Cardinals. You just hear the air coming out of this arena after that play. I think everybody's assuming you're going to give it to Kaufman on first down. Great play call, swinging off to the wide receiver, showed his athleticism. We got a penalty flag on the try. That's going to make this extra point try a little more challenging for Sun Prairie. And you go back now to the flip side. If you're Verona, you've got 2 timeouts. You still have 3 minutes to work with. That last drive took less than 2 minutes, so it's a big extra point here. After it's backed up 5 yards after some movement up front. Kick is away and dead center. Well done by Mellum. 3:17 to go. Get your popcorn ready as we're set for a fantastic finish here on week 1. Well, you talk about an answer. Sun Prairie had maybe lost all the momentum. Verona had clawed all the way back down from 2 scores, get a 2-point conversion to tie it. Home fans going crazy, and boom, 1 play, an 80-yard screen pass for a touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns, 199, 180 on the first play of the drive. Unbelievable. And now the pressure falls back on Verona. They have 3:17 and 2 timeouts to try and mount a game-tying touchdown drive.
Yes. Yep, let's watch it.
Verona has moved the football a lot better in this second half. So you got to feel like you've got some confidence here, and this one is into the end zone. A couple of good kickoffs here, taking away the threat of a late return by our kickers. So here we go. Verona was plenty of time. 2 timeouts. Starts at its own 20-yard line. Last touchdown drive was a short one after the punt. It's only 37 yards. This one's going to be considerably longer. They'll have to go 80 yards to try and tie this game up.
It's not. They went to trio. Just single bet. Get over here, son.
First and 10 from the 20. Back to the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, and now he's going to keep it and tuck it. He's got some room down the sideline, forced out of bounds, but not before a 10-yard gain and a first down. Actually give him 11 up to the 31. First and 10 after a nice keeper on first down by the quarterback, Vukobrad. Did get out of bounds. The clock stops with 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Now they'll keep it on the ground, cutting it up the middle. Nice job by the running back to pick up some yards that initially weren't there. It's going to be about a 3 or 4 yard gain for Grady. Brings up second down. Clock continues to run now, under 3 minutes. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 coming up. See if the Sun Prairie defense dials up some pressure here. They've been in the backfield wrecking havoc here on Vukobrad in this second half. Vukobrad takes the snap. Rolling again to his right. Now throwing across his body. He's got a man open. Caught. Completion. First down. Verona.
He bit on the double move.
John Knutson again. He has been the go-to guy for this Wildcat passing game.
Sanders to get out and jet. He's not
It's a gain of 33 and a first down.
Back there too.
quarterback.
Now they'll go to the ground. Falling forward for a nice gain of about 6 on first down is Grady. Clock continuing to run under 2 minutes now. Verona again with 2 timeouts remaining. Ball marked at the 31-yard line.
He's just got a
Luca Brown looking to the sideline for a play. A lot of time burning off here.
Well, McNary better double up then on this 13 if that's what he's supposed to do. What's he looking at?
And oh no, we have a whistle that probably couldn't have come at a worse time for Verona. From 2nd and 4 now to 2nd and 9, and it's a double whammy because they were changing the play. That cost them about 20 seconds of clock time to change that play, only to have it nullified by a false start. Can Sun Prairie East hang on in this back and forth battle we've seen here tonight?
32 out for the spread formation.
Clock back to running. Verona's got to get some urgency going now as the clock is starting to become a concern.
Trio.
2 split to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom side here on this 2nd and 9. Vukobrot's in trouble. He avoids one tackler. He might be in trouble. He does manage to get it away just barely, and he got rocked. Brady Stelzer, the linebacker, big play. He's had a couple of big ones here in this second half. That might have been the biggest of the night. Nearly got the sack. That may have ended the game with the sack there. As it is, it's a 3rd and 9. Vukobrot heady play, though, to get rid of it, to save the yardage, but maybe more importantly, the clock with 1:15. 3rd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Trio.
This battle of former conference rivals, now a non-conference affair, but it's been a good one here tonight.
Wrong side. There he is.
Vukobrot back to the pistol formation. He's going to throw. Here comes Sun Prairie. Nobody home. Misdirection there. I think the tight end went the wrong way. And it all comes down to this, folks. 4th and 9.
There's like a 10 year, there's like a dig. It was there. Banded. Okay.
4th and 9. Here's your ball game.
Here comes 13. This time if he's up, single coverage out here. 13, 10,
2 wide receivers to the top of the field, 1 to the bottom. One-on-one coverage at the bottom of the field. Vukobrot now out of the shotgun formation. Back to throw. Here comes Sun Prairie, and it's through the hands. Falls incomplete. Give credit to the pressure. Connor Henson forced Vukobrot to throw it quickly. It sailed on the wide receiver, and with 1:07 remaining, Sun Prairie East takes over on downs. Verona does have 2 timeouts. So they could come close to killing it. Obviously, if Sun Prairie gets a first down, this game's over. They could take it down to about 20 seconds and then either punt or run around and take a knee. But the easier way, a first down ends the football game right here. 1:07 to go. Sun Prairie takes over at its own 37-yard line, leading by a touchdown. Here's the first down run, and that's going to help Sun Prairie's cause at 4 right away on first down. Verona burns its second timeout. 1:01 remaining. It's a second down. Sun Prairie is 6 yards away from icing this game. Actually, they moved him back a yard. Call it 2nd and 7 here. Verona can stop the clock only one more time. I think Sun Prairie, you can't take them with you, so they're going to spend the final timeout here to dial up potentially a game-clinching first down.
We gave a lot of opportunities. Hey, Hope, get him there. Hope. Pro right stack. That's right. Let's run to Huddy's side.
Yeah. 1:01 remaining. Verona has one timeout left. Sun Prairie a long 7 yards away from putting this thing to bed. Now keep it on the ground with Kaufman, and that should do it. Kaufman into the secondary before he's finally brought down, and that will do it appropriately so. That the great running back for Sun Prairie, Brady Kaufman, ices the game with a big run coming off the timeout. Well, a great comeback attempt by Verona is going to come up just short, as Verona can only stop it once. Run one play, they call the timeout, and then it's just 2 kneel downs, and Sun Prairie is going to take a big, and I mean big, road week 1 win over the 9th-ranked team in the state. Be tough to follow, but we got a lot of season left to go, but this is a pretty good way to start us out. Kaufman's going to be well north of 200 rushing yards tonight. Boy, he was impressive. Again, Sun Prairie figures to run it on first down to force Verona to use the timeout, and then it's just 2 kneel downs. Verona can't stop the clock, and that's how this game will end. You technically take a knee right here. We'll see if they run a play or not, or just take the kneel down. Looks like they already are in victory formation. See if Verona even calls the timeout here, if they're going to go to victory formation. And does not appear Verona's going to take that last time out. Sun Prairie's kind of signaled, we're done, and I think Verona is obliging. And one more kneel down and a big-time Week 1 road win for the Cardinals of Sun Prairie East. Well, thanks for joining us on our maiden voyage here on this season here on Battle Line Films. Glad you're with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page for great content, more games. It's going to be a fun season, and that'll do it. So the final score here tonight from Verona, Sun Prairie East comes in and takes a big road victory, 28-21. We're back at it next week. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy your football.